It's that time of year again when all the comic book shops give out free stuff. And because I'm a sucker for free stuff, I went around and got a whole bunch of it, and I'm going to show it off in this video. So before we begin, I do have to address the state of my hands here. As you can see, there's a lot of marks and scars and things on them. I figured people would notice, so I should bring it up. I have a new puppy, and anyone who's had a puppy knows that they teeth, and when they teeth, they like to bite, and this one likes to go after hands and fingers and stuff, and it's hopefully a temporary thing, but yeah, I figured, again, people would probably notice, so I should bring it up. If you'd like to see pictures of my dog, check out my Instagram. The link is in the description, so you can check her out. She's adorable, but she's very mischievous, and hopefully, again, she would grow out of this. I think this one right here is my favorite. Her fang just kind of filleted my palm a little bit. It's okay, because apparently all this right here is kind of dead skin, and I really should probably moisturize. Anyway, enough about that. Interestingly enough, I actually filmed a couple of videos for this channel prior to all this, so look for those soon, and my hands will be fine. They are, you know, they were filmed a while ago, so they won't have weird scarred up hands. Hopefully this will all heal by the time I film the next video. Anyway, let's talk about Free Comic Book Day. So, Free Comic Book Day, for those of you who don't know, because I think there are people who don't know what Free Comic Book Day is. I wonder, and I haven't looked it up or anything, but I do wonder if Free Comic Book Day is like just an American thing. Maybe other countries don't have it. If you're watching this in another country, let me know if you have Free Comic Book Day. I'm genuinely interested. But yeah, Free Comic Book Day, once a year, all the comic shops get a whole bunch of free comics to give out. And they're usually like, you know, promo stuff or preview things or, you know, some other random stuff. And the idea is to, I think, encourage reading, because they're usually, you know, given out to kids, and there were a lot of kids when I went to go get mine, and also a lot of big sweaty nerds like myself. And let's not think too much into this, alright? So I gotta show off my free comic books that I got, and I'm gonna show off a bunch of other stuff that I got for free, and a couple of things that I purchased, and oh boy, did I find some good deals. Oh boy, I can't wait to show off some of that. Alright, so without further ado, the first one here, I should mention that I used to go to 4 comic shops, but one of them moved out of my way, and I decided to skip out on that one, so it was far out of my my route. But I did find one other comic shop, a smaller one, that was also participating, so that was cool. They usually give out like anywhere between 3 to 5 comics. I don't know how it is anywhere else, but usually 3 to 5 comics you're allowed, and you get to pick from a list. The first one I went to only allowed 4, but you get like an extra one that is apparently not on the list as far as I know. So this one was given out to everyone at this particular shop. The Amazing Spider-Man, plus learn about everything about Infinity inside. I think we all learned, because I think everyone's seen Infinity War by now. So yeah, this I don't recognize this one from the list. So I got this one extra, I guess. Interestingly enough, they also had a Spider-Man comic. This was on the list. If you go to the Free Comic Book Day site, they'll show you all the different ones that you can get. And I'm actually curious to know if this is the same. Nope, it is not the same. Apparently this one has Carnage in it, so that's really cool. Spider-Man versus Spider-Man. The gloves are off. Ooh, is that Miles Morales, or is that the symbiote? I think that might be Miles. Who knows? There's a lot of crazy stuff going on there. So I got me 2 Spider-Mans, keeping it relevant. They have an Avengers. They usually have some kind of Avengers thing, especially lately, since the movies are very popular. There you see Captain America, Thor, Black Panther, and is that Blade? Wow, Blade's a part of this. Is Captain Marvel, She-Hulk, and Ghost Rider. Ooh, interesting. Very interesting. Oh, this I didn't notice Iron Man all the way in the back there. Very interesting team. I know the Avengers has a lot of members, but I don't remember if Ghost Rider was ever a member. Wasn't he part of like the Secret Defenders or something with like Doctor Strange and all that? I really hope they make that into a movie. because I want to see. Well, for one, I want to see more Doctor Strange in the MCU, but I want to see like, you know, his faction of heroes doing stuff. So there you go. I got Avengers, so put that one there. I also got Star Wars Adventures. I think this is the Star Wars comics for, judging by the artwork, a much younger crowd right there. There you see young Han Solo and young-ish Chewbacca, I guess, because as we know, Wookiees live a very long time, apparently. Also, should mention, rest in peace, Peter Mayhew, the actor who played Chewbacca, passed away not too long before I'm recording this. Actually, like right before May the 4th, which incidentally was also Free Comic Book Day, so we had a little overlap of geekiness. But, you know, poor Peter Mayhew, who was apparently a very, very nice guy. I never got the chance to meet him myself, but he will forever live on in Star Wars. Speaking of geeky stuff, they had a double issue, Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Firefly. Two shows that I have never watched, actually. Buffy and Firefly are very, very popular. I actually own all of the Firefly, like the DVD set, and I've never watched it. I think I got it during the closing sale of one of the many stores that would sell DVDs. But yeah, that's really cool. Is this like an actual crossover, or is this two? Oh, hey, look, it's Mech Cadet U. That's one of my favorite comics right now. I actually bought the volumes of it recently, so I gotta read the rest of those. Maybe I'll do a video on them. Okay, so this looks like Firefly, and I don't know. I don't really know what's going on with this one, but there it is. Really cool. Some of them I just picked up. You know, some of them I genuinely wanted, and there's a couple that I picked up because they looked interesting, or, you know, I at the time had already gotten all the ones I wanted. So this one is definitely one I picked up just based on how it looks. Witch Hat Atelier? Atelier? I don't know what that word is. This one, it's a manga, apparently, because it opens up this way. Never heard of it, but I gotta be honest, I really like that artwork. I like the sort of fairy tale-ish type of artwork where the characters are very detailed and has a lot of shading on it and all that. I really like the style, and I would hopefully love to learn how to do it myself one of these days, but my drawings ain't so great. But yeah, I don't know anything about this, but again, I really like the artwork of that character, so I picked it up anyway. Put that one there. Another one I picked up just based on the cover was A Sheet Story. I don't know anything about this. It's about apparently some girl who befriends like a ghost. Where is he? I think there he is. Yeah, I think that's a ghost, or maybe it's some weirdo in a sheet. Interesting idea, and I like that it's kind of like the traditional sort of Halloween ghost, just, you know, like the Charlie Brown ghost, where it's just a sheet and two eyes. Honestly, the reason why I picked this one up, well, this was one of the last ones I picked up, but the reason why I picked it up is because the cover reminded me of that movie, A Ghost Story. I don't know if anybody watching this has seen it. It's like Casey Affleck, and he's dead, but he looks like a, you know, again, the traditional sheet ghost. It was, I watched it based on the recommendation from Red Letter Media, and it's actually a very sad movie, because it's mostly told from his perspective. He's, you know, as a dead person watching the living people and all that. I don't think it's a movie for everybody, because it's also very quiet. Like, there's not a lot of dialogue and points, but I would say give it a try if you haven't seen it. Again, not for everybody, but I really enjoyed it. Moving on, I got Pokemon I Choose You. Again, one of the manga types. This is, I was going to say, is this based off the that new movie reboot that they came out with, but apparently it looks like it's just based off the first episode of the anime, where he's fighting off the Spearow, and I guess there's one with like actual red instead of Ash. But oh god, look at that. Look at that Machop. Or no, that's Machoke. Machop is the small one. Oh man, I like the art style here. Look at that, really nice. I'm beginning to take a fancy to like really good shaded stuff. So yeah, Pokemon, I Choose You. Pocket Comics, there's some more comics you can get, but there you go. Pokemon, always fun. I got Spawn. I don't know. I haven't really like checked in with Spawn in like 10, 15 years. I don't know what's going on with Spawn lately. I know he actually had a cameo in one of the I Hate Fairyland like sort of side stories. I thought that was pretty funny, and I love I Hate Fairyland, by the way. If you haven't seen that one, check it out. But there you go. There's Spawn. Stranger Things, really cool. I love Stranger Things, so I checked out the comic. Well, I didn't check it out yet. I just got it. Here's one of the ones that I tried to get first. Friggin' Robotech comic. Nice. I've been meaning to revisit Robotech because I watched a little bit of it recently because I think it was on Netflix. And man, in many ways, it still holds up very well. Like the animation and the character design, of course, have not aged very well, but the writing, it is entirely supported by its writing. So there you go. And I like the redesign of everybody. There's Rick Hunter. There's Roy. That's Lisa. I barely recognize Lisa. And Min-May, nobody's favorite. Anyway, there you go. Robotech. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I remember one year I tried to get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and they didn't have it. They ran out. I tend to notice that in Free Comic Book Day, there's usually like the same kind of stuff you see. Like it's whatever popular with Marvel right now, and usually some kind of manga related thing. And you see like Ninja Turtles, and this next one I'm going to show. The Tick, of course. I remember the same thing happened with The Tick. I tried to get this one. In fact, at the first place I went to, this one sold out like immediately. That was the first one to go. But fortunately, I found it at one of the other locations, which is very lucky. But yeah, you see The Tick. You see like I've seen this one a lot too. Street Fighter. See Street Fighter, and it's usually like the same one. Some of them are like independent style comics and all that. And I do find it interesting that they do that. I guess it's like indie comic driven, so that's kind of nice to get some of the smaller creators to get their stuff out there. I also picked up Sonic the Hedgehog. This is the IDW Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know anything about the IDW Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know how it relates to anything. I did used to really, really love the Archie comics. When they first came out, I was collecting them, and I still have quite a few of them, actually. I should see. Maybe I can try and get the complete set, because I know they're very desirable right now. I know I don't have the full set. I think I have like up to maybe 50-ish. Plus I have a lot of the... I have issue 0, too. I wonder how much that's worth. I also have a lot of the mini-series. I have like the Tails solo series, the Knuckles, and Princess Sally. I also have a lot of like the one-shot, giant-size things. But I don't know much about this. I would like to actually finish reading the Archie comic before I try and get into this. I guess these are like new characters, because I've never seen them before. Tangle and Whisper. I guess that's their names based on the design of their logo there. I don't know much about this, so let me take a quick look here. We never really look at anything. Who's that? Is that Charmy the Bee? Did they gender swap Charmy the Bee? Rabble, rabble, rabble. Anyway, there she is. Oh, look, she likes chili dogs. I guess her and Sonic are gonna get along. And I like the expressions. The expressions are really good. Like that one. Very nice. So I guess they were... Hey, there's our boy. There's Sonic. And there's Whisper doing something. Shooting at things. And there's Knuckles. There's Tails. And there's the... Oh, hey, there he is. There's Charmy the Bee. Alright, I guess that's another character. I was just kidding, by the way. Silver and Amy and... Stuff I recognize. I don't know who are these people. I don't know. I haven't read this, so I don't know. So there we go. There's Sonic. And last one I got, My Hero Academia. They had really... did they have one of these last year? I don't remember. I know one year they had a One Punch Man. And I love My Hero Academia. It's one of the few anime that I'm actually like genuinely excited to watch lately. There have been some anime that I've been watching, but I've really into this one, so I had to get this one. Apparently, this is the fight that Midoriya and Bakugo had sometime toward the end of season 3. So there you go. Some really cool action shots, and apparently you get a little bit of the Promised Neverland, which I know a lot of people really like this one. I don't know anything about it other than apparently it's really messed up. So yeah, I don't. Maybe I'll check that out. Maybe, I don't know. So that is my free comic book day comic haul. My free comics, rather, because I got a bunch of other stuff. I got some free things, too. The first place I went to actually gives you your comics in a little goodie bag, and I got some couple of things out of that. They gave me a Rick and Morty sticker. Look, it's Summer and that bucket-headed guy. What's his name? From the Mad Max episode. So I got that. Another place I was at, they had like a table outside of just free stuff. They said just take, it's free. There was like posters and other comics on there. It was like some leftover stuff from last year, some other like promo types of things on there, and went through. I found like one or two things. I found this comic fest Halloween Comic Fest rather, Rocky and Bullwinkle. It's this little comic, I guess, which I don't know how this relates to Halloween because it doesn't look very Halloween to me. But I do like Rocky and Bullwinkle. Actually, I think I have one or two other ones of these, and they're probably in a box somewhere. So that was kind of a neat thing. One thing I found on that table is this. The newspaper clipping insert that came with the Death of Superman comic in the 90s. That's kind of an interesting find. I don't know if I still have mine from the issue that I opened. I have one issue open and one I didn't open because everyone thought that was going to be worth a lot of money, and it wasn't. So, yeah. But anyway, this is kind of neat because I can see if I don't have the original one for that. So I can put it with it because I know I still have the Superman armband. They gave you like a black armband with the Superman logo on it for, because we're celebrating the death of Superman until he wakes up again. Well, whatever. Another one of the places I went to actually had a gashapon machine, and there wasn't really anything interesting in there, but I put one in, put some money in it anyway, and I got this little dragon, this little dragon figurine. It's kind of neat. It's gold and red. That's a very strange color combination. Honestly, of everything I got during Free Comic Book Day, this is probably the most regretful purchase I got. Although I have a bunch of purchases that I did not regret, and we will look at those in a minute, but I have one or two more free things here. I got this Men in Black International movie poster. Actually really interested in checking this movie out. I got Chris Hemsworth, and you got what's her name that played Valkyrie? Again, together again, perfect. Because they worked well together. And you know what? Chris Hemsworth, after, the last couple of, Marvel movies he's been in, he's proven to be a very good comedic actor. So I think this movie's going to be really good. Hopefully. At least we're all hoping it will be, because Men in Black as a series is it's kind of been hit or miss, hasn't it? But anyway, one last free thing I got. So one of the places I went to was doing like trivia for free items, and they were giving out Star Wars posters, and I got one. It's a Star Wars poster. The idea was you just answer one question, and they give you a poster. And my question I got was, what is Admiral Akbar's race? And I wasn't entirely sure what it was, because the answer was Mon Calamari, and I wasn't sure if that was correct, because I knew that was the name of the ship, but I wasn't sure if that was his race. And also, it's kind of confusing, because Akbar is like a fish, and calamari is squid. And also, there are squid people in Star Wars, so I wasn't sure if maybe they were the Mon Calamari or not, but whatever. I got it right, and I got a poster, and it's all wrapped up. I don't know if I can show it off in this position, so I tell you what I'll do is I'm gonna, after I'm done filming this, I will film a little unboxing of my poster and we'll take a look at it. Alright, let's take a look at my Star Wars poster. Let's get it out of here. Not quite an unboxing, it's an un-poster-ing, I guess. So there we go, let's take that off. Looks very plain. I think it's like based on the original, yeah, there it is. It's the original, movie poster. Very nice. Always good to see that. Absolute classic. Very cool. If I had more wall space in here, I'd definitely frame this and put it up. But yeah, there you go. Not bad for a free poster for a random trivia question. Okay, so let's look at the comics that I actually purchased. So at the first shop I was at, I was kind of killing time because the other places I was going to weren't open yet, so I was just kind of browsing. And I saw these. They have some Ghostbusters comic, but it's the real Ghostbusters, and it's Extreme Ghostbusters. I almost said Ghostbusters Extreme. That's incorrect. Yeah, the Extreme team doesn't really get a lot of love when it comes to comics. They had that cameo appearance in, what was it, the Ghostbusters, that one Ghostbusters crossover comic that I did a while ago, where the real Ghostbusters crossed over with IDW's Ghostbusters, because they established like a Ghostbusters universe or whatever. But yeah, Extreme Team, I would love to see the Extreme Team come back, because the show had some problems, but I really liked the characters, and I think they definitely deserve it. I know Kylie is, part of the IDW Ghostbusters anyway, but it's like it's a different version of Kylie. I did read this one, and honestly, it's just kind of okay. It's an alright story, but it's not exactly what I was expecting for like the Extreme Ghostbusters to come back. But it's alright. I think it would work as like a random episode, but I was kind of expecting a little bit more. Also, I have a little issue with some of the character designs here, especially with Eduardo. A lot of his facial expressions in this were not great. Maybe I'll do like a full review on this at some point. And this one I haven't read yet, so maybe after I read this one I'll do another video. I've been meaning to bring back From the Longbox again. I know I kind of do it and then I forget about it, but you know how things get in the way. But anyway, those are those comics. Now, the one place I went to, they had like an outdoor tent sale, and they had a whole bunch of like graphic novels, and they had like toys and things out there, but they had graphic novels 50% off for graphic novels. It was that's a great deal. So I was browsing through them, and you're not gonna believe what I found. So let me show this one off first. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Eastman and Laird collection. Oh my God, this is like the original ones. I don't know if this is yeah, the first graphic novel. I don't know if this is like a re-release or what, but originally $10 in the US. They were selling it for $45, but 50% off. This was like $22, $23. That is an amazing deal for this, because I've seen, I looked it up on Amazon. This goes for quite a bit. So I got that one. I also got the collected Eastman and Laird Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So this is like, I guess, I gotta confess, I don't know a whole lot about the original Ninja Turtles comic, which is embarrassing because I've been a fan of the Turtles my whole life. But I have been meaning to read up on a lot of the original stuff. And I guess I can now because I have these two comics. But this is really cool. Originally $25, again 50% off. That's that is sorry, my math isn't very good. That's $12.50. Not bad. Again, this is really expensive online, so that was a really good deal. And of course, I also found the complete collection of Usagi Yojimbo and Ninja Turtles. Oh my God, this is amazing. Again, Usagi's another one that I've really been wanting to read more of. I have read a little bit of it, and I do like Usagi, but I've never really dug into it. But now I have the complete collection of, I guess, all the crossovers with the Ninja Turtles. Again, this one was being sold at the cover price. Again, 50% off. That'll be 18. So this was like $9. This one I think sells for like 10 online, but I got it for 9. So still savings, but not as amazing as these two bad boys right here. This was a great find. They had a lot of other really cool stuff there too. They had like the complete Evil Dead omnibus comic collection. They're like 3 volumes, and they were like this thick. I didn't realize the Evil Dead comics were so big. They had a bunch of other cool stuff too. They had like what else they had? They had a lot of like X-Men and Marvel and DC stuff and things like that. I think they also had the Evil Dead movie comic, which was kind of neat. There's a couple other things I was looking to get, but considering this whole thing was like $43, so I got this for a very good deal, and now I can read me some original Ninja Turtles. That's really cool. Alright, well, that is my video on Free Comic Book Day. Let me know how well your Free Comic Book Day went, and let me know if you're, again, outside the country and have Free Comic Book Day. I'm genuinely interested in knowing about that. I don't know how far this extends, but it'd be really cool if they have it in other countries, because the whole thing is to, promote reading for young children, which is always a good thing. But yeah, let me know how yours went, if it went over well. Let me know which of these is your favorite thing that I have shown off here. And just so you know, I will try to bring back from the Longbox. I have a stack of comics. Some of them I haven't read yet. Some I'm probably gonna have to reread because I was planning on doing them, and then a lot of time has passed and I got to reread them. So I will bring this series back because I do want to talk about a bunch of comics I've been reading and a lot of stuff I've gotten for donations. And we'll see. Some of them will probably be Patreon exclusive stuff, but I'm not sure which ones will. But we'll see. Well, I gotta get through some other stuff first, so we'll wait and see how that goes. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my other videos. I have all different kinds of other videos. I have toy videos. I have arcade game videos. I have some comic reviews that I'm again trying to bring back. And thanks for watching, and I will see you later.